Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I'm your host Bastion, wearing my new Mario shirt that I got for Valentine's Day. This is Nintendo news. Let's get to that news. First of all, this story is a roller coaster of twists and turns and ups and downs. And really, I mean, let's be real here, I've only read, the snippets that I've read, so I'm sure there are all kinds of other details I'm not fully aware of, or I might even get some of these details wrong. But basically, the story is there are some Switch units that were stolen from a particular retailer by several employees, apparently. It wasn't just one employee. And then also, it turns out that some YouTube personality, of whom I'm not familiar, called HIPHOPTHEROBOT, apparently he came into one of these Switch units and then posted all kinds of videos about the setup process and whatnot, which frankly is dumb. I mean, if he came by this Switch in a way that wasn't perfectly legal, no, I'm not accusing him of stealing it. He very well could have paid money for it, but surely he knew that it was stolen, or even, let's say he didn't know that it was stolen. Maybe he thought that that employee legitimately purchased it and then resold it to him. He should have been smart enough to know that even still, that's breaking street date, and you can't do that. In case you don't know what street date is, books, albums, movies, all of media basically has a specific date on which it comes out across the world, basically, or not across the world, but across a particular region, and all retailers are obligated to adhere to that specific date so that it can come out at the same time for everybody at the same time. And if you break that, you get fined heavily. I learned this I used to work at a bookstore, and we had street dates, of course, for every book. And we also sold, like, CDs, and so we had street dates for those, too. But the point is, you cannot break street date, or you will get fined heavily. So Nintendo has become aware of who this retailer is, and that retailer is going to face some serious financial repercussions. But I digress. The point is, he really shouldn't have posted those videos. Like, let's say you somehow got yourself a Switch early, surely you wouldn't post videos of it, because then it could be traced back to you, and then they could use you to trace it to the retailer. And he thought he was being clever, too, because he was being asked by some people who were trying to interview him about this, oh, hey, which retailer is this? And he was like, well, I'm not going to tell you that, because I don't want them to get into any trouble. Well, of course they're going to get into trouble regardless. I mean, there are ways of tracking these things down, so... Plus, that's frustrating, because for the rest of us, we might want to... If you're getting your Switch early, we want to get our Switch early, so tell us. Don't just hold out and not tell us. But, in any case, Nintendo's aware of who this retailer is, and those employees are probably going to get fired. Let's be real here. But anyways, there are several links down there for you to read all of the different twists and turns of this particular story. And speaking of the Switch and thus Breath of the Wild, Mr. Aonuma was asked very clearly, can we wear Link's iconic green tunic in this game? And he said, well, yeah, they're all different kinds of clothes that you can wear. One of those is the iconic green tunic. So that's awesome. I mean, as cool as that blue thing looks, that blue tunic, I just want to be traditional regular Link. Maybe I'm too much of a traditionalist, but I'm going to be very excited when I find that green tunic, and I'm not going to want to wear any Switch logo t-shirts or whatnot. Our next story is about the fact that Zelda Art and Artifacts book is coming out soon, or actually it comes out today as I'm recording this video. I'm going to try my best to edit this video on the same day that I'm recording it and publish it, so we'll see how that goes. If you're seeing this video on Monday, then you'll know I actually did it for once. But anyways, I digress. Today it comes out, and to celebrate that, various Barnes & Nobles across the country on different dates, some of them on this date, but some of them on other dates, are having special events where you can go, and it's not just getting the book, but you can go on this quest through the store by solving these puzzles that lead you to the next points and so on. and then at the end of which you get a fancy Zelda pin thing. So that's actually what my plans are for the evening. After I finish recording this, I'm going to eat some lunch, probably edit it and upload it, and then head out to that Barnes & Noble that's here in Portland because they're doing it. If you want to check a list of all of the Barnes & Nobles that are participating, because unfortunately it's not all of them that are, and which dates they are participating on, there is a link down there for you. And then our final story for the day is the fact that Target shows an advertisement that indicates that Breath of the Wild Special Edition will be available in store, not just for pre-orders, but for anybody who stops in on launch day. So of course quantities are probably very limited, but supposedly they have reserved some of that stock for people who just pop in. So if you didn't get a chance to pre-order your special edition, looks like you won't have to worry. As long as you get to a Target in time, they will have it there for you. Anyways, that is it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys tomorrow for more news. Bye, guys.